Realistically, the more exercises that you do at the gym during a workout, it's not always going to equate to more gains that you're making. Although, yes, you are doing more exercises, in reality, all you're doing is wasting more time. What's up, everyone? David here. Got a new video for y'all today. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss on any new videos. Because remember, new videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So don't miss out. Now, today we're going to be talking about each individual workout, how long it takes you, but more specifically, what is the reason for why it's taking you so long? Most likely, it could be just because you're doing way too many exercises. So I want to start off by asking the very essential question. Do you really know what is the reason for how many exercises you're doing per muscle group per workout? In reality, we see all these different people, all these influencers, bodybuilders, whatever it is, whoever we look up to, whoever we're getting our workout programs from, and we're going to copy exactly what it is that we're doing. But why are they doing so many exercises? Okay, why are we doing this, this, and that versus why is this person doing this, and that? You see, it doesn't always matter how many exercises you're doing per muscle group. Now, what does matter though is how much volume you're doing per muscle group per workout. The number of exercises you do has nothing to do with how much growth or how much stimulus you're putting towards a muscle to promote it to grow. What does matter is how much total volume you're doing. Although, yes, the number of exercises that you do can lead to more volume, in reality, you can get the same number of volume by reducing the amount of exercises and just increasing how many sets you're doing from the fewer exercises that you are still going to remain doing. Let's put it to you this way. Me personally, back in the day when I first started working out, I used to have that mentality, more is better. But that's not the case. What happens when you have that mentality that more is better? It could lead to injury, bad form, just a whole bunch of bad things that we don't want happening. On my leg days, specifically for quads, I was the type of person, let's go ahead, let's do some squats. Let's go ahead and do some hack squats. Let's go ahead to do some lunges. Can't forget the leg extensions. So you see so many different exercises for just the quads. And then how many sets I would do per exercise? Man, I will end up doing like 4 to 5 to 6 sets per exercise. So by the time I got to that final exercise, which was the leg extensions, am I really able to push as hard as I could compared to how hard I was pushing with the very first set of squats that I did earlier in the workout? No, because my legs, my quads specifically, are completely fried by that point. And in reality, how many of those sets were actually good quality working sets? As much as I'm emphasizing that the number of exercises doesn't matter, and no matter how much I'm emphasizing that it's a matter of total volume, we also got to consider what exactly does good volume consist of? I'm talking about the sets that are actually going to promote growth. And what exactly are those sets? I'm talking about the sets where you are actually pushing past that point of discomfort. Those sets where with those last few reps, they hurt, they burn, they feel uncomfortable, it's painful. Those are going to be the reps that are going to give you the results that you want. And those are going to be the sets that over time, you consistently do them, will promote growth in that muscle. If you're warming up, those sets should not count. If you're done with a set and you could have easily done 2 or 3 more reps, well, then did you really push as hard? Definitely, especially if you're a beginner. I know many beginners out there. They have that mentality. They think that, okay, it's starting to hurt a little. They're not used to that pain. They stop immediately. No, the moment it starts hurting, that's the moment you start counting. Those are the reps that will finally get you somewhere. Everything else leading up to that point will realistically get you nothing. When it comes to your sets for any given exercise, let's just say in your workout program, 4 sets of 8 reps. Okay, it shouldn't be 1 warm-up set, 2 warm-up sets, 3 warm-up sets, each one slowly increasing weight, and it's not until that 4th one where you finally feel like you push yourself. You didn't do 4 sets of 8. What you did was 3 warm-up sets of 8, and then you finally did 1 good set of 8. Whereas in reality, what you could have done is however many warm-up sets it takes you to get nice and loose, get that muscle fired up, get the joints nice and loose. All right, and all that's all good and well. And then go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4 good hard working sets. And again, and we're quantifying a good hard working set as a set where once you're done with that final rep, you could have only done 1, maybe 2 more left in the tank. You don't always have to go to failure. That's just a little quick side note. Again, I don't want y'all thinking you have to go absolute failure after every set of every exercise of every workout. That is not the case. It's just those few sets that you are doing for that one particular muscle group, those have to be pushed a lot harder. Now, let's just say back to the quad example. Whereas in back then, again, I was doing the squats, the hack squats, lunges, split squats, leg extensions, sissy squats, just so many different exercises for quads. All right, how would I tone it down now? And I'm limiting my quad work to just 2 exercises. Something as simple as squats. I go ahead and I do 3 good hard working sets on quads for I'm doing 3 good hard working sets on squats, making sure I'm going all the way down, making sure I'm locking out at the top, making sure I'm stretching out that quad, really feeling the tension, really feeling the burn in those quads. Boom. Once I get my sets done with that, then I'll go ahead and move over to 3 good hard working sets of hack squats. Same thing, very quad dominant, really emphasizing bending my knee as much as I could, really feeling that stretch and contraction with the quad with every rep and pushing past the point of discomfort. Those 2 exercises, although I'm only doing 3 sets for each, those 6 sets are good quality sets that will produce so much growth compared to the old me, or compared to many of you who are still in the notion that you have to do some type of squat, some type of leg press, some type of hack squat, some type of leg extension, but realistically, half of those sets are going to waste. So you see, it doesn't matter how many exercises that you're doing. What matters is how many total good working sets that you're doing towards each muscle group. Another example I like to put it as is, let's just say chest day. We see the gym bros all the time. Bench press, some type of incline press, some type of fly, some type of cable exercise, dips, push-ups. There is just so much that they're doing. And let's just say overall, at the end of their workout, let's just say they're working towards 12 good sets. Okay? Now, 12 good sets dispersed amongst 4 exercises, you do the math. That's 3 good sets for each exercise. Okay, I'm also wasting time moving on from exercise to exercise, whereas in what I can do is only do 2 exercises, in my case, the bench press and the incline press, and work hard on those. I'll start off my chest workout with a barbell bench press. I'm getting nice and warmed up. And again, I'm keeping in mind that those warm ups do not count. And then finally, once I get on the good hard working weight, boom, rep them out. Slow and control at the bottom. Feel the contraction at the top. Moving the bar all the way up, all the way down. No half reps. Full range of motion. Feeling the squeeze, feeling the burn, the tension in the chest. 3 sets of that, my chest is fried. Then afterwards, I'll go ahead and move it on to incline press. Now for incline, same thing. I'm already warmed up from the previous chest exercise, which was the bench press. Why would I need to go in there and start off light and slowly work up? That's another thing. With many of you, although you're doing more exercises, you're wasting more time doing more sets to warm up the same muscle group that is already fired up from the previous exercise you did. So when I'm moving on to incline bench press, I'm jumping straight into some good weight and I'm already repping it out, feeling the burn. I'm getting another good 3 hard working sets in. So all in all, boom, there we go. I had 6 sets. Now, let's just say the previous example I said of 12 sets versus the 6 sets, which one will elicit more growth? Was it those 12 and whatever sets I set up from those 4 exercises, or these 6 sets from these 2 exercises, but I'm really pushing hard? It should be a no-brainer. The ones where you're actually pushing hard, the ones that actually require your muscle to adapt to the stimulus that you're placing on it, those are going to be getting you the results. Now, if you do want to do 12 sets, you don't have to introduce more exercises to your routine, especially if you're limited on equipment, limited on time. You don't have time to be moving around from piece to piece, especially if you're going to the gym during a busy time and there's people already using the machines or the benches or whatever equipment it is that you want. Okay, whatever exercises that you are currently doing, just do more sets on that. I don't have to do 4 exercises, 3 sets each, for a total of 12 sets for chest, when I could just do 2 exercises, 6 sets each, and it still equals to 12 sets. So you see, again, at the end of the day, the number of exercises that you do during a workout for a particular muscle group does not matter. What matters is how much total volume you're dedicating to that particular muscle group. And the last point I want to make is, a lot of those exercises that you are doing, if you are the type of person that believes you have to do more exercises, realistically, you can cut them out because you're just doing the exact same motion. The example that I like to use is, let's just take someone who is doing a bench press with a barbell, okay? And then they switch over to a machine seated press. You tell me what is the difference between this with a barbell and this with a machine, other than the fact that one is lying down and one is sitting upright. Why would you do X amount of sets on one, then move on, waste time moving your gym bag and everything, going on to the next one, waste time setting up the weight pin, loading up the plates, and doing this amount of sets on the other? It just makes no sense. You're training the same movement. Why didn't you just stick to one and just do double the amount of sets? So you see, the number of exercises doesn't matter. Especially if you're doing the exact same movement. And I see it more common, more often with chest. Now, what you might be saying is, well, what if I just do all of my working sets on one exercise? And again, I'm gonna just keep using the chest example. Okay, you can. I could do all 12 sets for chest, but if there's a certain portion of a muscle group that you know you're lacking more of, then that's when different exercises will go ahead and come in handy. Because let's just say my lower chest is very well developed, but I'm lacking in the upper. Okay, I'll go ahead and start off with bench press, target my whole chest. But if I know I have a lacking part, which is the upper chest, then I'll go ahead and switch over to the incline to place a little bit more emphasis on the upper. Let's just say with your back, let's just say your traps are already good, and especially going down to your lower traps, you don't need any more work with that, but you need a little bit more emphasis, a little bit more work on your lower lats. Okay, I'll go ahead and do some exercises that are gonna help me target my lower lats. Okay, I'll do this type of row and I'll do this exercise. So you see, the only time that different types of exercises will realistically come into play is if you know those particular exercises are the ones that are gonna target the very pinpoint specific muscle group that it is that you're targeting. You're gonna do a seated cable row versus a dumbbell row because this one works this part of my back a lot better. On this one, I feel a stretch in my lat a lot more. So you see, it's individual preferences. But at the end of the day, if I'm gonna be growing my back, I gotta see how many total sets I am doing for that muscle group. Number of exercises does not count. What matters is increasing that volume and actually feeling the muscle work. So there you have it, everyone. I just wanted to create this quick video. Again, do not overthink it. It may have been a lot of information taking place. At the end of the day, this is all you. You know your body better than anyone else. You know how much you can take in terms of volume. You know when to back it down. You know when you're overtraining. You know when you need to rest up a little bit more. Everyone's gonna be a little different. At the end of the day, you got to do what works best for you. If you know and you prefer, because again, a lot of it does also come from preference. Some people just like doing so many different exercises. Some people, they like doing less exercise but more volume. Whatever your training style is, whatever you know works best for you, go ahead and stick to it. This is just something I wanted to clear up. Again, number of exercises doesn't matter. It's total sets of volume added up. That's what needs to be taken into consideration. Comment down below what are your thoughts on this. Comment down below also any other video suggestions you'd like to see me do, whether it be about mindset, motivation, nutrition, diets, workouts, programs, whatever it is. Comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help y'all out. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new videos, because remember, we got new videos every week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, so don't miss out. And then Instagram and TikTok, same thing. Be sure to follow me. I put all my links down in the description below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.